Okay, we got another winners round of 16 match. We got Sparky playing Pistil in the blue versus Sedgehun playing Wulfar in the teal.
So when we predicted that set on the podcast, everybody was picking Spark. And I know Spark is very good. And Sedgehun is kind of worst. But I bet on Sedgehun. I thought it would be very close. And I bet on Sedgehun because I was like, okay, he has the extra experience, so you'll be able to grind it out. But then, later on, people told me, Sedgehun doesn't ban Pistil. And when I made my prediction, I did not know that. So yeah, Pistil and Gilgamesh.
Yeah, that's it's a choice because I know like Pistil is very good in general, but Gilgamesh is a
Yeah,
map which is quite cramped. I think it's like one of the smaller maps in the pool.
and it's really easy to stall on, so that's bad for Wulfar and good for Pistil. This is, I mean, both COs are good, but assuming both players are not troll picking and picking good COs, this is one of the biggest gaps you can get. It's actually gonna be pretty massive. So yeah, Sedgehun really has to outplay Sparky the whole time to win this. And it doesn't look like he's doing that. He built his first knight on the wrong side, so he's really delaying his economy on his strong side. Whereas Sparky this turn is gonna go for two villages. It looks like looks like he's gonna take the central village. Oh no, he isn't. Oh, Wulfar went back. Yeah, because Wulfar delayed himself. He was actually protecting the center village,
Oh right,
ruining
yeah.
Sparky's plan. Coincidentally. Wow. But he's still slower on the econ. He slowed himself on so much that he actually slowed Sparky down too, coincidentally.
Okay,
But
well,
still.
Knight is now in position to retake that village on the left, although not really how you want to be using that knight.
I mean, certainly not now. It's fine to do that, but much earlier. This should have been his first night, taking that village a lot earlier. Uh, yeah, and now Pistil took center a bit later, but he still took it. Oh, now it looks pretty good for Sparky. That knight tick up, so. Ooh, and
Oh,
Sedgehun moves back with Sion.
yeah, I guess he has to get himself into like a decent defensive position.
Yeah, and you really don't want this to happen when you're the beatdown. When you're controlled, you're fine with having to be a bit more passive. But when you're the beatdown show against the control show, you want to be aggressive and kill them quickly. Yeah, like you can't afford to make those moves. So if you're forced to make moves, you really know you're behind. That said, still, Sedgehun is going almost CO versus CO, like really approaching Pistil with Wulfar, so that might be a good idea, like trying to go for a lethal before Pistil can get too much damage.
Yeah, because Pistol is still only on tier 1, which I mean, tier 1's pretty scary still, but
Yeah.
like you can still like rush her down. It's not going to be the biggest threat in the world, although ooh, that's now getting closer to tier 2. And that army on the left is looking very scary. Like Strongholds is under pressure. I don't know if it's going to die, but like Sedgehun has to care and put units over on the left hand side.
Yeah, he can't abandon it and put everything on the right for sure. I mean, village kind of do that, but okay, and now Wulfar goes back to the left. But now this doesn't allow him to threaten Pistil. So Pistil has a lot more freedom grooving because he doesn't have to be afraid of counter lethal. Okay.
Sparky, ooh, finds a good kill. Picks up a knight.
Trading
And,
Harpy for 9 is usually fine. The mage is in range, right? This wasn't free. Yeah.
I think it's just in range, yeah.
But still, it's a fine trade. And also, Pistil moved in position. So if that mage isn't careful, it might be the start of a groove chain. And that would be really worth it.
I actually would have just grooved the mage as Wulfar, because if it's gonna die anyway. You've got the tier 2, you might as well just fire it off and like do some damage with it.
Okay, this is looking pretty groovable from Pistil. All those units aren't chained. So for example...
Oh god, that's like such a big potential chain. There's only like a couple units that need to fill.
Oh, he's going for it.
Okay.
Oh, you're hitting all of your own stuff here. It's still a very strong groove, yeah? But I don't know about hitting your own maiden heart. I mean, still, it's very good value.
Yeah, there's a ton of damage. A lot of stuff's just gonna die now.
Also, maybe Wulfar could have died. I'm seeing a lot of damage going on Wulfar.
Yeah, Knight crit? Okay.
Hmm. Oh, could Knight have hit him from above or something?
I don't think so, but...
Or made a pike crit? I don't know. Like, there might have been a lift here. But it doesn't matter. This is such a... Yeah, this is why you ban Pistil. Because you make a mistake in your formation. Which is pretty easy to do. It's a timed game. And then this happened. Like, good luck playing against it. Okay, picks up a mage. Just... Whatever.
Yeah, and actually everything's been chipped. Oh, the Harpy didn't even kill the mage. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, how do you fight this? There is now a massive army from Pistil, and
I mean, I think you don't line up your army like Sedgehun did, and I think you should have just Wulfar grooved and just tried to do some damage.
yeah, it's very hard to never line up your army the way Sedgehun did. That's the problem. Like, this is a timed game. Like, if it was async, like, there are players who can in async almost perfectly defend against Pistil for multiple turns, every single turn. But in sync, with clock, like, it's so much harder. And eventually you're gonna mess up and this is gonna happen to you. And yeah, like, this isn't salvageable unless Sparky drops a lethal. Which is not the hardest to drop a lethal against Wulfar, to be honest. So.
Okay, I mean, getting some decent counterattack damage here, but
Resigns.
not enough.
Yeah.
And actually, even on a turn with that many kills, like, still behind in kill count.
Yeah, at the end of his turn, after a bunch of kills through. I mean, you could consider not resigning and hoping for a lethal with your tier 2. But again, fair resignation. And well played from Sparky, and I think in the future of this set we see Sedgehun banning Pistil.
Fair.
You know, he should have known, but you know,
I do think
sometimes you learn the hard way.
outside of commander picks though, like Sparky was definitely playing the opening better.
Yes, that's also true.
Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't just coming down to commander versus commander. There was a lot of, like, Sparky just knew how to play the opening on this map better. Seemed to just like have a better overall game plan. Like, was picking off units here and there in like a really well played manner. Like, Harpies were just getting chip damage as well.
I think right before this set, Sparky played a bunch of ranked games of just Gilgamesh in a row, and he figured some stuff out and then did them in this game. Right, the central attack, the early central attack.
Yeah, and yeah, it was just working out. He was getting lots of free hits, like, here and there. So, yeah, really nice played there from Sparky. And I mean, yeah, if Pistil's open, you should probably just pick her, right?
Yeah, I don't think there are any mobs or Pistil is bad on this map pool. Heists is not so good early, but she becomes good late anyway, so, you know, maybe she's not as good there as in other maps, but she's still pretty decent pick there, and that's her worst map. On every other map, yeah, if she's open, she's probably the best you have, unless they've left even something even worse open. Technically, I'd say Caesar is stronger here, on Gilgamesh, but like Caesar requires a lot of skill to play and is easier to play against. Pistil is extremely hard to play against and pretty easy to play as.
Well, we're gonna go into game 2. We're gonna see how the rest of the set plays out.